Hey, what's going on? Playing around with my new Alpha Theta Euphonia. It's okay. It's okay. If you have questions about it, go ahead and ask. Just playing around, trying things out, testing things a little bit. You know, you gotta fool around a little bit when you get new gear like this. A little delay action. You know, deep house, I'm not really feeling, to be honest. What have we got here? How about some jacket house? Perhaps some jacket house might be better suited for this. Um, let's see. Let's see here. Like I said, if you guys have questions about this new Alpha Theta Euphonia mixer that I just bought today, it is the most expensive goddamn DJ mixer I've ever purchased. Canadian, after tax, 13% tax here in Ontario. This was $62.50. I think somewhere over $6,200.
There's nothing that you could do. Turn my back on you. There's nothing that you could do. Turn my back on you.
That is the Steve. What's going on, buddy? That is the RMX 1000 with a skin on it from my friends at Style Flip.
There's nothing that you could do.
So, just if you guys want to know, let me tell you the simple, dead honest truth about this thing. Things you need to know before you buy it. This piano finish on the top is a goddamn fingerprint magnet. No disrespect to the designers. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But please stop making piano finished plastic pieces because they just, they look like shit. Polish it up and you watch it and it looks great, but, I could have done without that. Yeah, man, it's fingerprint magnet. This screen, you know, when you have a bad TV, a cheap TV, you know about viewing angles, right? Because this is completely flat, and unless you're super goddamn tall, looking straight down the mixer, it doesn't look as bright as it could. It looks very dull compared to my CDJ 3000s. That could have been angled. And here's the problem. If I was to angle the whole thing forward, then it might look funny with my CDJs. So really and truthfully, I need to angle everything up. And I may do that this week. I have, let me show you guys what I have. You see this thing here from IKEA? This just so happens that this is exactly the perfect width for this. It's the perfect angle. You know what? While I have you all here, I just gotta get this out of the mix. By the way, here's the other thing I gotta tell you. This thing here, the EFX, like the RMX 1000 and the EFX 500, they don't work very good with this thing. They phase. It has a phasing issue. If you go through the master insert, it works fine. But then you're only doing the master effect, which means you can't do transition effects, which I personally like to do. If you try and use this through the regular set and return, you get that phasing issue that we all would get on a zone. Yeah, this looks different because I have a skin on it from Style Flip. And it had skins for these buttons and stuff. And there's some things I just didn't put on because it didn't make sense because you couldn't see through it. So I just made it my own, you know? So I had some shit rigged here, man. I was using cassette tapes to prop that RMX up because I just got this thing today and moved the V10 out of the way. So I just tried to make it figure out how it would look presentable. Okay, I'm gonna power this thing down because I don't want to wreck anything as I move stuff. Let's see if I can just shift things over just a little bit. And we're going to see how this looks. I think this is going to be smart. This is going to be a smart idea. This mixer is pretty goddamn heavy. And whoa, the bottom of it is hot as fuck. So I'm not 100% sure that I want to put a plastic thing underneath the fucking oven because it's hot. In my hand, it's hot, man. So this is not the idea. There's got to be another way to do this. Huh. What do I got here? You literally need a couple of pieces of wood to just to angle this thing up. You know what I want to do? I want to build new side pieces and have it angled. And I'm going to make $1 million doing this, because when I designed the new side pieces, when it's angled up and it's resting, it's got little feet underneath, right? When it's resting up on an angle with those nice side pieces that aren't black wood, I'm going to do like a nice stained wood, right? One of the benefits it's going to have is when it's angled up and it has a gap underneath for airflow. Sorry, engineers at Pioneer DJ. Sorry, engineers at Alpha Theta Corporation. Why didn't you think about that? It has absolutely no clearance under this thing. Same with the V10. All these mixers have no clearance. Now, the guys at In Music that made some of their equipment, they put big feet. And there's big gaps. And you know what you can do with those gaps? Run your cords to the front. So if you're doing an event, you don't have all the cords right at the back. You can flip them and run them towards you and cover the back but make it look nice. Like, yeah, this thing just fucking cooking, man. Here, let me show you something. I'm going to show you this. Oh, yes. Pull the phone out of the holder here. Don't mind the mess back there. There's some shit going on, but just take a look at this screen. Hey, Google, turn the light bars off. I don't want to get the glare. Like, so look at the fingerprints. You see the fingerprint? Watch this. Let me do that again. Takes a long time to boot up. Look how that comes. Wah! I wish it made a noise. I wish that actually made a noise. And here's the real truth. The reason why I bought this is because of this display. The display's cool. And you can do this on the display too. So check out, when you cut the base, you can see where the base still is. This is on the isolator. You see the other meter? That's the other channel coming in. Yeah, the meter is the fucking the coolest thing about it. But that the problem is it doesn't pick up well on camera. When you're sitting in front of it at this angle here, it dims out quite a bit. And oh, here's another thing. There's no low pass filter. Can you believe that? All you have is a high pass, delay, tape echo, echo verb, reverb, and shimmer. And my external, obviously, too. And these knobs, like if you turn them quick, they turn quick or they have a bit of resistance. They're I can't even explain it, but it's cool. Same with these ones too. Everything about this mixer is like super goddamn cool. I'm just putting it out there. It's a fucking cool mixer. But the big question, let me just get in the phone holder here. The big question really, is it worth the money? I've got a V10, I've got an A9. And I don't know. I don't know. Sounds good. My V10 sounds good. My A9 sounds good. You know what I mean? Like, I never had a rotary before, so rotary mixing is a little different. And I do like it. So here's the thing though. If I was to keep this, I have 30 days to return it. If I was to keep it, I would have to sacrifice other equipment. I would have to either sell my A9, I'd have to sell my V10, or my S11, or, well, really, it would have to be sell perhaps the A9 and the S11 and keep the V10 in this. And I wouldn't run my CDJs with it. My CDJs would be hooked up, my 4 CDJs, 2 of them are on the table because I have no room. They would be hooked up with my V10, and this would be hooked up with my SC6000Ms. So, that's how that would go down. It's fun, you know what I mean? But is it worth the money? Anyways, guys, it's late. I can already see, I can tell by the time of the day, I'm probably not going to get nowhere near the views I got earlier when I was running this thing. And I don't want to piss the neighbors off, and I'm going to crash out soon, perhaps. I don't know what fucking time it is. Yeah, like it's already 11:20 here, Eastern Standard Time. But don't worry, we're going to be doing tons and tons of videos over the next 3 weeks at least on this thing. And we're going to put it through its paces. I'm going to do comparison videos with this versus the V10 versus the A9. You know what? Shit, maybe I'll even put it up against the goddamn Prime 4 Plus. Let's see. You know, I'm the guy, I put my money where my mouth is. I went and bought this. Nobody loaned it to me. I'm on the list. And that's what's funny. I finally, after all this time and work on the channel, that I get to be a pioneer, well, the Alpha Theta Pioneer DJ, one of the review guys. No pay. I don't get paid for that. I just, get the gear to borrow and to do a review, and then I give it back. I have no idea how long they were going to give it to me for, and I knew I was on the bottom of the list. And that list, I don't even know how long that list is. So, when I saw the opportunity that it literally came into Canada today, the store had one left. I got a big ass Visa card, and they have a 30-day return policy. I thought, fuck it. One of two things is going to happen. Either A, I've got it for a while, I make some videos and I return it, and I did want to test the RMX 1000, and the RMX 1000 doesn't work good with it, so that's one strike against it. No low pass filter, no kills on the EQ, right? Already it's got a lot of shit going against it that for me and my style of mixing, I don't totally love it, but I'm going to give it a fair shake. There's a lot of times I've had DJ gear on this channel that when I first got it, I didn't like it, and it grew on me. So this is one of these things. I don't expect it to be like my V10. I don't expect it to be like my A9. And it shouldn't be. It should be different. It should be different. I didn't spend all this money to have the exact same experience as I have with my other mixers. So either I'm going to like the experience, or you know what? I might turn around and say, hey man, rotary mixers are cool looking, but to mix on, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'll adapt to it. I have no idea. It's going to be an interesting journey over the next few weeks to see the big question. Do I keep it? Do I return it? Do I sell the other stuff? Or do I keep everything and say, fuck it, you only live once, right? You only live once. If you want it, just get it. Talk to y'all soon.